As requested, just making a video of this loft I built. Several people have asked how I did it, so it's just briefly how I did it. That little cantilever, the deck that sticks out from the purple wall, was not there before. I actually built that out. The alcove up there was there, and that back yellow wall is about as deep as the closet is, which is about 2 feet from the face of the purple wall. So in order to make that happen, I could get up there before and it would support my weight, so it was pretty strong, but once I took that decking apart, the old decking, it just wasn't very structurally sound. So I opened up the drywall down here around the closet, and I opened that up, reframed it so that now that is load bearing, and then I rebuilt the deck and cantilevered it out about 16 inches, which is perfect for a twin size bed. So it's really solid up there. The ladder here is just made out of 2x4s. I did not screw it in from the edges. See, there's no screw marks or anything. What I did is I bored out some holes, 2 holes in each 2x4 at each end, and then I bored out some holes on the inside of the vertical piece, and then I just glued it with construction glue and wood dowels. So it's incredibly strong, and basically it just matched the same size of ladder as you would like an A-frame ladder. So the pitch is the same, and the rungs are the same. And so as we climb up here, you can see that the ladder is secured to the backing behind the gypsum with these lag bolts, and I also secured on each side the top of the ladder with lag bolts to the 4x4 uprights on both sides. The 4x4s, the way that I attached them to the deck was just with some L brackets, 3 or 4 of them on each post. And once I just put everything together, it really solidified. Those posts by themselves, they were okay, but once I got everything together, it was great. The way that I connected these, as you can see, I just made some holes and then just screwed it into the backing here, and obviously, and I did that at each one. So now this whole thing is really solid on both sides, so it's not going anywhere. Nice and strong. It's high enough so that if you're on the bed and you start to roll out, you're fine. So up here, what it is, I just put a piece of trim board up here, and really the idea behind that was just to trim it out, and then it's to hide the night light. As you can see over there, I've got a socket which is activated by a switch back in this alcove. So the switch right here just activates that rope light that just runs the full length. And that's so that when my daughter goes to bed, she can flip on the night light from down below and come up here, and then when she's ready to sleep, she can just turn it off. I also have another outlet there for obviously alarm clock. At some point I will put it in a future shelf here so that there's more room for, you know, whatever, cell phone or her glasses or whatever. So inevitably what happens is she falls asleep with that light on, and instead of having us climb up there to turn it off, we made this a 3-way switch, so you can turn it off from there. So oftentimes at night, this is what it looks like, and we can just shut it off when we go to bed. So this room used to have popcorn ceilings, scraped it, textured it. Obviously I'm not quite down with some of the trim details. As you can see, I still need to paint, still need to take up the curtains there a little bit. Obviously the sheer curtains don't go all the way across. It's really just for decoration, just to dress it up a little bit. While we were replacing part of the closet, we just decided to, instead of having sliders on there, 2x4 doors, and then on the inside we just use actually all the wood that was already in there. We just reconfigured it and made kind of a nice storage solution there. So you've got 2 areas where you can hang shirts, an area for, you know, accessories and whatever, and then a taller area for dresses. And then down below, this bottom shelf actually stops shy of the floor, and the intent was that was going to be for like boot storage, so that it's kind of high up off the ground. Obviously that's not happened, but at some point I will put a piece of wood on here to finish off the bottom. I think I may have ran out of material or something when I was doing it, so Not on the priority list, but I will finish it up at some point. And then probably a little bit down the road, we'll replace all the molding in here in that door with a white door. Obviously the late 80s, early 90s look doesn't go with the purple and yellow and everything. So that's the project. If you're going to do one yourself, have fun with it and good luck.